Hey guys, just want to thank you for coming back to the channel. There's a lot of work being done. So for today's presentation, I have kind of like a cool layout, something visual. I kind of like these visual, displays that I've been doing. I think it's just well organized, and you can get a whole lot of information or value delivered if there is a visual component to it. So those of you that don't know, I help influencers, experts, authors, anybody that has a certain expertise that an audience wants to know about, or anybody that has an expertise that an audience desires. So just a quick spiel about it. We help you turn your expertise into a scalable info product and brand. We build and scale your info product and brand to over 6 figures a month. So that's our leading statement. And a bunch of people can benefit off of this, right? And some of you may not even know. Some of you may have 100,000 followers or subscribers, and you guys aren't really monetizing your audience, right? I can help you monetize your audience, and this is kind of a little presentation on the steps and the actions, the needs and pains, and the opportunities that go along with this. So the first thing that I have in this diagram are, let's just quickly run through each axis title, right? So we have course, organize your expertise in a form that's like ready to deliver, right? That's pretty obvious. Next, you have your software, because you can organize your information, but it has to be ready to be delivered. It has to, be housed in a place. Once you build the thing, you have to house it somewhere, right? And you house it with software, host your info product, right? And then last but not least, you have marketing. You need to find a consistent way to get attention. That's marketing, right? And there's different components to that. And the journey steps, right? You have your actions, you have needs and pains, right? Actions meaning like the things that you actually do or the components that you actually need, right? You have needs and pains. Again, basically in the process of creating your course or having a software or marketing, there's going to be needs and pains, and we're just going to dive into just a few of them. There's a lot, but just a few of them. And you have your opportunities, which are the solutions that you can easily have to fix all of these needs and pains. And if you're having trouble implementing such actions, right, we have the opportunities and solutions for that, right? So first, right, for the course, obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. Create the course utilizing your expertise, and there's a lot going into this. You need to know how to organize every single module. You need to have structure, because the last thing that you would want is to create the course and have to redo it all over again because you forgot something and you just rushed, and there's no structure behind the pre-launch, getting everything ready, the pre-launch, the launch, and the after launch, right, the post-launch. Like, you need to have everything in order, right? Physically map everything out, right? So that's a very important action that you will have, right, when creating your course. So switching over to the software portion, right, you need to host your info product. Like I said before, you need to find a software to host the course, right, the community, right, and utility, right? And utility can go along with marketing, right? So I'll just save explaining this, but you need to have a beautiful software beautiful software, something that's visually appealing to whoever's going to buy your course, right? And it would be nice if it was combined with the ability to house your community all in one place. This has to be something visually appealing. At the end of the day, people are visually, attracted to certain things, right? Now you have your marketing, right? So actions get attention, right? Once you have your course, your software, now you need to have, as many eyeballs as you can on your info product, right? And you can either do this between organic paid ads and your personal brand, which is kind of like both of these put together, right? But this is in its own category. So organic, that's just like posting content. You need to have a reliable way to I guess a reliable schedule on how to post content. You need to know how to actually talk to the people that want your product. Talk to people in such a way that they would want your product, right? You need to have your messaging right. You need to jot down all the pain problems and basically make content around, your course. So like, let's say if you had a course about getting optimal sleep, right? So you as a smart individual, you would know that your course is for people that, one, either has horrible sleep, right? One just generally wants to increase, the well-being of oneself, right? So you would make content, right, around people that don't get enough sleep, right? So you would highlight the benefits of getting sleep, right? Or you would put a magnifying glass on what could happen if you continue to get, poor sleep, right? That's the certain way that we want to talk. And there's a little bit more advanced way of doing that too, but that's basically the general technique and how you do that. And paid ads, you need to know how to target people. You need to know how to run campaigns, run ads, test, all of that good stuff. It's it's a process and building a personal brand, right? So who would you think would sell out on course spots or just sell out faster? Somebody that is known for, better sleeping, right? Let's say if Kylie Jenner, right, was, a sleep expert, right? She has that whole following. Who do you think she will buy from? Or who do you think a customer will buy from? The hypothetical Kylie Jenner of sleep, right? Or just like a random person? The person with the personal brand, a face behind the brand, would sell out way quicker, right? So you need to know how to do that as well. And moving over to the needs and pains portion of the course, right? So a need would be like a way to streamline the course creation process. Everything needs to be streamlined. You don't want to record, stop, lose the flow, lose, the momentum, right? And lose direction, or come back a week later or 2 weeks later and you don't really sound the same. You should, have a consistent plan and have a consistent way of actually recording this or actually executing the course or jotting down each module, right? And a pain could be you don't know the scope of work that comes with it, right? A lot of people are not really organized. You need to organize everything, and you may not even know what you're getting yourself into. Halfway through the course, you may seem confused. Halfway through the course, you may get discouraged. Like, what am I doing? Is this the right way? And you are you're headed down a perfect path, but just because there's a little roadblock, you might actually just pack up your bags and turn around. You don't want to do that, right? So the needs and pains of the software portion of, creating a course, right? So needs would be, right, like something that you would say is, I would need a different, Needs would be, different softwares to utilize for this course venture, right? There's 101 million softwares that you could use, right? probably around like 10 that you could like put together, like regarding course creation, the software itself to house your course, and paid community, and the marketing portion, right? Like between all of that, let's say if somebody wants to talk about the course, right? A scheduling, checkout, all of that stuff, all of that good stuff. You would need a substantial amount of like softwares, right? And it can get expensive, right? So I just talked about it getting expensive, right? So leading into the next thing, I need a cost-effective software to house or to host my course or paid community, right? And a crucial pain would be I don't know where to look, for any of this, right? And I hear it time and time again, right? And that's really how software is born. Just going back into it, like that's how business is born or ventures are born, right? But specifically speaking about software, that's how software is born, right? There's a need. Generally, nothing can help you, right? So then what does a smart person do? They end up building that new software and they solve that same problem for millions of people. Same thing with business, right? Let's say if like two lands are trading, right? And it's like such a trek to just go around the whole river, right? But the only thing that's dividing, again, I guess country A and B is a river, right? Instead of, going around all the river, or going around the whole river, like miles and miles and miles, why don't you build a bridge, right? So that's a need. That's a pain problem. You're wasting time, and time is money, so you're wasting money too. And it's just like why would I keep going around when I could just build a bridge and go over that? Now that person that ends up building the bridge can charge however much, because now he essentially has a monopoly on the bridge, or basically time and travel and saving time, right? So that's how things are born, right? Where really successful things are born. So that's the needs and pains of the software portion, right? Now it's the needs and pains of marketing, the marketing portion, getting attention, right? I need a consistent way to get eyeballs on my work, right? Like many of you have an amazing offer, you have amazing service, amazing expertise, amazing course, or whatever it is. But the main problem that people have, the main bottleneck in people's, ventures, they just don't have the attention. You can have the best tasting food, best tasting whatever it is. If you don't have foot traffic, right, by the restaurant, you're not going to get no customers, and you're just going to think you're a failure, but in reality you're not, right? So I don't want to pay an agency for marketing help / delegation, right? So it can be cost effective, especially if you haven't even made any money from your course. Why would you even hire an agency if you haven't made a single dime yet? If you're in the stages of, building out your venture, building out your course. So it just makes no sense. Like you probably get pitched a lot. Like, hey, da 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 da. Hey, like just cold emails, and they're just really repeating the same thing all over and over and over and over again, right? And it just doesn't make any sense. Why would you pay for an agency for marketing help / delegation if you haven't even made a single dime yet from your course? It just literally doesn't make no sense, right? And the final need for marketing would be, I need to build a brand around my knowledge, right? I need to build a brand around my knowledge. With that, I guess the Kylie Jenner of sleep example, right? Like you have to build a personal brand around whatever you're doing nowadays. It's not a discussion. It's not up for debate anymore. Like, if you don't do that, you're gonna fail miserably, right? That's partially why I'm recording this video. I'm trying to put a face behind whatever I'm doing. So now we're done with all of these, right? So now we're gonna go into the opportunities slash solutions portion of everything. So now these are the answers to every single thing that you have going on right here, right? So the opportunity set slash solution for your course, right? If you don't know how to create a course, if you don't know how to bundle up all your knowledge, right, and you're having just trouble overall with the time frame and management of the course, right, the course creation, you can actually leverage HMM Excel's course consultants, right, knowledge, right? So we have course consultants, right, and we have the ability to scale or get you to 5 or 6 figures, right, depending on a whole bunch of things, right, depending on how much of an audience you originally have and how much you're willing to work, right? We can get you to either 5 or 6 figures within just a couple of months, right? So we have the ability to scale and launch a course from scratch to 5 figures or 6 within a couple of months, right? So creating your course, utilizing your expertise is not a problem. Streamlining the course creation process, not a problem. If you don't know the scope of work that comes with it, right, not a problem. We're going to guide you every step of the way. We're literally going to hold your hand through the whole process, right? And moving over to the software portion, hosting your info product, right? The course community and the utility, right? Different softwares to utilize for this course venture, right? Scheduling, checking out, building funnels and all of that. You need a cost-effective software to host your course or paid community, right? Cost-effective, and you don't know where to look, right? No need, just go to coed.ai. Now, coed.ai is practically the Swiss Army knife. It's practically the Swiss Army knife for course creators and consultants, right? Because you have a whole bunch of things going into it. Let me go to the site. So this is a beautiful, beautiful software that you could be using, right? And it just has a whole bunch of things. It's a beautiful software. Course hosting, community hosting, lead management, right? Checkouts and invoicing, custom sales funnels, calendar and scheduling, email and SMS marketing, general automation, forms and surveys. It replaces, hold on, let me go back. I have to go back because it literally has what it replaces down here, right? Course hosting, it replaces Kajabi, right? Community hosting replaces school, lead management, HubSpot, and Pipedrive. It's literally all in one software. It's honestly revolutionary. Checkouts and invoicing, right? Invoice Simple, PandaDoc, or even Stripe. That was the one that I used, that I formerly used. I'm going to use this, right? Custom sales funnels, WordPress, ClickFunnels, right? Calendar and scheduling, Calendly, it replaces all of that, right? HubSpot, ActiveCampaign, email, and SMS marketing, right? General automation, Zapier, it replaces that. It replaces Typeform for forms and surveys. It replaces Intercom, right? Chat widgets. Replaces Webinar Jam, right? You can host webinars and events. Now this is coming soon, and notice the prices on all of these, $99 plus a month, and these are probably just the base requirements. You got $50, $100 a month, and this is all per month. $150 per month, right? $150, $50, $250, right? And I'm just not even gonna say the rest. So that was Coet.ai that I showed you, and that's an all-in-one platform, right? So Coet.ai would literally replace all of those things and solve all of these problems, right? Solve all of those problems. And I'll have a link down in the description. You could use my link to sign up for it, right? And it'll benefit both of us. But Coed.ai is literally revolutionary. If you're a course consultant or if you're a course creator or consultant, it would be dumb not to use that. It's a no-brainer, right? I think Alex Hermosi said, make an offer so great that the customer feel dumb saying no. Like if you, that's like saying, mind you, that is all for $127, right? So that's like saying, no, I'm gonna pay $1,000 to several different companies, right? Like no, I'm just gonna pay $1,000 plus for all those softwares to several different companies, right? And I'm going to look over the one software that has everything combined in one, and it's only for $127. Like you're basically paying $963 more. You're basically paying $963 more just because. It's basically like you're throwing that in the garbage, and you're paying that a month. Like you might as well just write a check for me every month, just giving that to me, because you're just throwing it away, literally. So now moving over to the software, or moving over to the marketing portion, right, of everything, right? You don't even need to worry about any of this, right? Because we're just gonna handle all your marketing for no extra fee. Like we're gonna guide you on building personal brand, right? We're actually gonna take care of the paid ads for you, right? And we're gonna help you as much as we can with the organic. We're gonna come up with scripts, content ideas, write out literally everything for you. It's literally a plug and play system. Like we're going to give you the inputs, right? That's going to, give you the outputs that you desire. So hold on, let me go back to this right here. And this is why I repositioned my agency in the first place, right? Because of leverage, right? Leverage is basically putting yourself in positioning, right, better than others, right? And this is what I was talking about before. We're going to literally give you all the inputs, right? Make it so easy for you, or make it so hard for you to fail. Make it easy for you to succeed, right? We're going to literally give you all the inputs, right? That's going to funnel into the outputs that you desire, right? Like there's no failing with, HMM Excel. There's no failing with HMM Excel. The only way you would fail is if you just don't do the work, if you don't show up every day, right? So there's gonna be a link there's gonna be a link in the description for Coet.ai, right? The software that I showed you. Go ahead, check that out. If you sign up, use that link. And also there's going to be a link for our organization, our company's website as well, right here. You can book a strategy call just to see if this is the best fit for you. There are limited spots, right? Because we can only, work with so many course creators at a time. It's not like we can have, 1,000 course creators, sign up, or authors sign up, or experts sign up to actually have their hand held, or, specifically guided for maximum, potential, right? Like in this case, we are choosing quality over quantity. So these spots will not be open forever. So just keep that in mind. And book your strategy call today. Go to that link in my description and you see this right here, book your strategy call. It will lead you to a bookings page, and you can just, choose what time. See, right now there's a couple days, there's a couple times open just for this day, right? Depending on like when I come out with this video, I'm gonna schedule it, but definitely check that out and take it from there. Like always, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and we'll take it from there. I'll keep you updated. Less.